Hello again. This is Curry with Cherished Relics Boutique, and I'm coming back again with another video to share with you, obviously jewelry related. Yeah, but real quick, just for those who have never been to my channel before, my name's Curry. I live in the Pittsburgh area, and I own an antique booth here in the Pittsburgh area. But I've recently pulled out all my jewelry items, vintage, antique, all the items that I have from my booth, and have decided to sell them online at eBay. Same address, same name, Cherished Relics Boutique store at eBay. And I'm just getting those items up slowly, but they are coming. We'll be sharing lots of jewelry hauls and, thrifting items that I do to get my inventory. So anyways, I want to take care of a few housekeeping things from my previous videos, a few things that have come up that I just wanted to touch on real quick. I know that one of the videos I had done for you was talking about a 925 scrap lot that I had bidded on and got some great stuff, and was so astonished at how they actually referred to it as a scrap lot because there were so many usable items in that 925 lot. But a couple of those items that were in that lot were actually single earrings that I obviously would have to scrap unless I was able to turn them into pendants. And some of them I thought were very easy to do. I had actually a single frog earring that I turned into a pendant that I showed in that video. I think it was maybe the second video I'd made. But I wanted to show you real quick some of those earrings that I very easily turned into some pendants, and just wanted to show you. This earring obviously had a straight, its normal ear bar. Oh, sorry, let me come out of here. Came straight out of here, and I just used, some of my kind of metal clippers, wire clippers, shears, I don't know what you would call them, to snip that off. And then I used a file, something similar to this, to smooth it. It already came with its own built-in bail because that's just the way the earring was. So it led to a very simple fix into an earring that has now turned into a very nice pendant that actually looks great on. So that was a pretty easy fix. And another one that I did was a very small earring. Again, something that was very easy to turn into a pendant because the earring bar came out right here. I'm sorry, let me stand up so I can see what I'm doing. It came straight out right here, and I snipped it off. And again, I filed it, and then the earring was just this, and I enlarged the space just a little bit here so that I was able to get a chain in. And God, I'm dealing with the focus issue. There we go. And it kind of had its own built-in bail, so that was a very dainty earring that I was able to turn into a pendant as well. And then another one that was super easy was this other marcasite earring that, just as I mentioned with the others, had a earring bar that came straight out, which I snipped off, filed it down, and again it had its own space there for me to just put my own necklace onto and turn it into its own pendant, and it looks great on. So some really simple fixes on jewelry that, if you're willing to take a little bit of time, you can make it usable. So I don't know if I'll sell those because obviously they've been fixed. Those may not be items that I sell, that I may just be things I use myself, but I'm sure you could sell them. You would just need to disclose that in your eBay listing, that it was a previous earring and has been turned into a pendant. So anyways, I want to mention to you also, I think, as I said, I have an antique booth, so I'm constantly working with cleaning furniture and items from my antique booth and redoing furniture and things like that. So my fingers and hands are constantly, I'm working them all the time. And in the winter, they get so dry. It's ridiculous. I could put lotion on them 5 times a day. It wouldn't matter. They're still dry. So I just want to say, excuse me for my ugly, what appears to be very dry hands, because it's the fact. Okay, anyways, here are some other earrings that were in that scrap lot that I am not able to do that simple fix with, but my plan is to buy a pinch bail. I could take this part of the earring off, which obviously this earring still needs to be fixed because I need to add marcasites to those glued areas where they came out. But I could do one of two things. Sorry, let me get this to focus. I could either completely remove this earring portion and just buy a pinch bail that could simply just be snapped into place and create its own bail like that. Or I could, you know, cut that off, sand it down, and then they do also make bails that you can glue down flat a piece against something flat, and then it'll have a bail that sticks out. So I don't know. We'll see whichever one seems the simplest. Here's another one that would be a very easy fix with a pinch bail if I just took off that hoop earring. I'm sorry, that earring, you know, style. I forget what you call those. I guess hook earrings? I don't know what you call those. But I just put a pinch bail in there, which would be very simple. And by the way, I did check that stone that I mentioned in my last video, and it is, in fact, amethyst. So, you know, it's a beautiful earring. Why not let it turn into a beautiful pendant? Simple fixes. So anyways, just wanted to mention that. And then one other thing that I mentioned in that previous video also was I was quite disappointed because I had this ring that I was talking about as part of that 925 lot that, you know, at the time I was like, why does that not, it looks like it's got copper underneath. It looks like it's changing colors. What's going on there? Why does that not look right? Well, I had actually cleaned this ring when I cleaned all of the 925 lot jewelry in one of my, I have like one of those, you know, sonic cleaners. And I don't know, maybe it's the, this does not want to focus for me. Maybe it's the cleaner that I put in it, because it's just like a sonic cleaner that caused some of the jewelry when it comes out to almost look tiny. It gets super clean, but it comes out a little bit tarnished. It's quite strange because I noticed that and I knew it didn't look like that when I got it. And then I went in and I cleaned it with my own little cleaning cloth. And it just, you know, shined right back up to as I remember it. So I shouldn't assume that just because it changes colors means that it's fake. Sterling silver, which they do mark sterling silver with 925 sometimes, and it's actually not. So those fakes are out there, but this wasn't one of them. It was actually one. So again, I still, as I mentioned before, need to repair with a couple marcasite stones that I need to put in there. But I just wanted to start off my video with those couple of housekeeping things. So let me move those things out of the way. So I can get on to my other topics of today. I also, as I, you know, posted some of my other videos, I don't know, I don't go back and watch all my videos, but I noticed as I, you know, did some of those videos recently that my new word that I need to avoid at all costs is lovely. Because I would listen to myself in the video and describe like almost every jewelry item with the adjective lovely. And I am an educated woman, a teacher actually, and an antique booth owner and a mother, who does actually know more adjectives to describe jewelry than lovely. So my goal today, and as we press forward, is to really, you know, do a good job of, you know, applying other adjectives when describing jewelry than lovely. I'm not saying I'm never going to use the word lovely in my video, but I'm going to try to use some other words, some synonyms for lovely, like beautiful, stunning, gorgeous, striking, dazzling, amazing. Anyways, that's my goal. So let's see how I do. What I was going to bring you today is another haul from my thrifting adventures. That I know in my last video, you know, just because I wanted to be able to share with you about, you know, when I buy jewelry, what a great deal I can get when I'm, you know, really hunting for it. And the only way I can remember what I paid for all those is to keep the price tags on them. But then it would make for a very, very ugly display of jewelry on, you know, my screen, so I hate that. So I have a new plan today. I'm going to instead share jewelry with you, and then right before I talk to you, I'm going to just pull the tag off so that I will be able to remember you and tell you what I paid for it. Because, as I mentioned before, I'm quite a cheapskate, and I'm not going to buy it unless I feel like it's a good deal, unless I feel like it's worth it to be able to resell it and make a profit. So anyways, I don't think I'll get through this entire haul today, but that's not a terrible thing. That means I can just come back for a second haul. Okay, so this first item I want to show you actually is a beautiful item that I found at my own antique store where I have my booth, from another antique vendor that I, have sort of made friends with, and she had it hanging on, one of her stands in there, and I told her how beautiful I thought it was, this sort of statement kind of bib choker necklace. I love the inlay of brass and mother of pearl, and it's made with obviously brass, and it folds up. It's kind of cool. You can fold it this way when you're trying to store it. But, on a necklace, it's definitely choker length with just a hook closure, but doesn't appear to have any other marks on it. But I just thought it was really awesome. And I didn't get in a crazy, crazy deal on this. I think she marked it down for me, and then our actual antique booth, the entire antique mall that I have my booth in, which is 100 vendors on 4 floors, they have 20% off the whole month of December. So I got another $2 off of 10 that she had marked down for me because she was my friend, and then so I got it for 8. But I haven't decided if I want to keep this or sell it, but I'll wrap my brain around that. So anyways, there was a lovely sort of statement choker that I was able to get. So where are my scissors? Oh, here they are. Okay. So I had pulled out that pearl necklace for you, or shall I say faux pearl. Let me get that out. I'm getting tangled in my tub of goodies here. But let me pull this tag off, and then we can really talk. Okay. So see if this is untangled, and it is. Lovely. So let me lay this out for you. This is a beautiful faux pearl, and it actually is freshwater pearl, faux pearl, but it is faux. And of course, it was all perfectly untangled until I clearly did something, and now it's not. So what did I do? Oh, there we go. Okay. God, you just can't keep them straight. Anyways, but this is a gorgeous Monet choker multi-strand faux pearl necklace that just looks so stunning and beautiful and feminine. I love all those accents on this choker necklace that I just think looks beautiful. Let's see if I can get it to lay just so as it would on someone's neck. I'm struggling here, clearly. Can it lay right, please? With just one correction. There we go. All right. So anyways, that was a good find. And I paid $2.99 or $3 for that beautiful necklace, which I think is lovely. Oh, no, don't say that. I think it's gorgeous. Okay, trying to come up with adjectives for lovely. Okay, another fine. Let me just snip this off. A lot of times when I'm thrifting, I told you that I bring with me, a jeweler's loop, and I have some sort of cleaning cloth for sterling silver, and definitely a magnet. I also have my phone with me because I definitely use the very well-known app Google Lens to look up items when I can't seem to find a maker's mark that can give me some information. Now, this particular bracelet, although it had a maker's mark in it, I was struggling finding by looking it up on that because I couldn't read it very well. But inside the necklace here, I could read the word Sergio, but I couldn't read what that other word was. And I believe it's like Sergio Lub, I think. Can't read it very well now. But I think it was Sergio Lub. But there was a website that had lots of this kind of three-tone bangles. And I think it's also, when you see these magnetic things here, I know they have something to do with health and well-being. I know people, the magnetizing bracelets do something, and I don't, honestly, for those of you who are out there, you can comment in the comments. I don't know anything about them, but obviously people buy them for, centering themselves or whatever. But I just thought it was a lovely bracelet, and I'm not going to use that word. I just thought it was a really unique and simple bracelet, but I loved the three-tone aspect to it with that, bracelet that's kind of that open bangle style. Very nice. I paid half off $3.99, so I got that for $2 and in my thrifting. Okay, let's see what else I can show you. Looks like my price tag came off of this. I got this local consignment store. It is, in fact, it's marked with Monet, and it's just a simple, snapping clasp closure there, and it really is got no wear on it, so I think that will be an easy sell with lots of imprinted. If I come even closer, they look like little leaves, ferns kind of design that's around that bangle. So I know for a fact I paid 99 cents for that fabulous bracelet. If you hear a pause, it's because my mind's thinking about an adjective. Don't make fun of me. Sorry, I'm trying to pull something up on my phone. Forgive me. Okay. Let me see what else I can grab for you. Oh, this came all together. I don't know why I don't actually have the price tag wrapped around it still, but it was for coordinating gold tone J. Crew, marked J. Crew bangles. They were in really nice condition for resale, and I just loved the, kind of mossy greens to this set, and I just loved the way that they coordinated well together. I don't wear a lot of bangles, but I just thought those were really nice. I think definitely able to resell those. They would be appealing to buyers for sure. That kind of multi-tone. I don't know how I can show the green in there. I don't think I can really show it. Okay, let me go on to something else. Okay. Sorry if I'm having to cut these off as we talk. It just takes a teeny bit longer. I hope I don't accidentally cut the chain. Okay, so really loved this necklace right there. I bring it up so you can see the filigree details. This is definitely costume jewelry. It has a hang tag on it that's one I don't recognize, so if any of you know it or recognize it, you can let me know in the comments. It looks like it's got like a Z or I'm really not quite sure. The only place on this necklace that I see a teeny bit of wear is right there on that, lobster claw clasp. There's no marks. It's definitely not, sterling silver and, any sort of precious metal. But it's a really nice necklace that I think has a lot of really nice neutral colors in it. It would go well with, many outfits. And it's a sort of a choker, kind of shorter length. So I really liked that. Thought it was a good find. And I got that necklace for 99 cents because it was it was half off of $1.99. Okay. Let's see. Another cutting off my price tag. Very, very simple, sort of heavy. But the only reason I picked this bangle up is because it, anything that I have bracelet-wise, it's in really good condition. I don't know, and I can get it for really, really cheap. I'll pick it up, especially if it has a maker's mark in it. And of course, this one says Monet inside, which, of course, it's not going to focus for me. Let's see if it does now. Come on, you can do it. Sorry, I'm trying. There you go, Monet. Oh, I could turn it around for you, I suppose. Yeah, not much wear. Totally something that I could resell, and I spent 99 cents on that. Okay, on to the next item. Okay, I spent a little bit more on this next item. Looks like half of $7.99, so I spent $4 on this, which for me, I'm usually trying to get closer to, 1.5 to 2 max for me to, resale wise, and all my expenses for, the expenses that go on behind the scenes with repairing jewelry and cleaning items, and all my time for travel around, and all the time I take in thrifting. We got to make our money somewhere. But anyways, this was a heavier bracelet. I believe that this is sterling silver clasp. I'm not able to find at this time a 925 marking on it. So I will test it, but it definitely has a tarnish on it that to me looks like it would be sterling. These are glass beads, heavier, but a nice neutral kind of natural tone colors used in that bracelet that I thought would be a good find for somebody. Again, I paid $4 for that one. If you hear me tap every time, it's only because I'm tapping my camera so it will focus when I move my hands away. Okay, so here's another item. See if I can snip off this tag. Okay, so I told you the other day that I usually don't try to pick up jewelry. At this point, I have so much inventory. It's not up on my eBay store yet. I mean, I probably have 500 items that need to go on that eBay store. That clearly I only have about 20 items on there right now, but it will get up there. But at this point, I have so much inventory that I'm really not going to buy jewelry unless it's something that I can get for a really, really good price. And I really try to look for, maker's marks or hang tags or the sort for, to me, I feel like for the purposes of resale, I'm able to do a lot better job of reselling when I have a maker's mark. And again, if you can see as I'm trying to bring this up in focus for you, that's a Coro kind of circle wreath gold tone brooch that, has these really nice floral kind of accents and, rhinestones going around. And again, I'm really looking for things that are in really good condition, because no one wants to go on and purchase items that are clearly already used unless they can get it and feel like that they can have their own time to be able to enjoy that before it's kind of got that wear and tear. And this was one of them. So I spent $2 on that brooch, Cora brooch. What I'll probably do is fill up my screen and then end this video, and then I'll do a second haul with the rest of it, but we're not quite there yet. Okay. Here is another. I'm afraid as I do this that I'm going to cut my jewelry. I got to be careful. Cut it. Okay. Very dainty. I'm a very dainty jewelry wearing person myself. I'm not a big statement necklace kind of girl. So this is the kind of necklace. I would still layer it, but that I would use in layering. This has a hang tag that says, what does that say? I think I remember it being one that I didn't recognize. Oh, of course I recognize this is an Avon gold tone necklace with, I don't know, it's kind of got those little insignia sort of pieces in between, you know, the metal bars, and it's consistent throughout the whole necklace. And the necklace is probably lengthwise. It's got just a spring ring closure, and I would say, as I look at it, that this probably measures about, actually I'm going to measure it for you with my tape measure, and I'll tell you. Anytime I do an eBay listing, all of these details obviously are in my listing. But this appears to be about 27 inches long for that bracelet. I mean, for that necklace. A nice layering piece, I feel, for anybody. Okay. Okay. For those of you, I'm sure there are people that'll watch my videos over the time that I have them on YouTube that are, you know, kind of jewelry thrifters themselves. So this is not news to you, but for those of you that are new to that or looking to get into, you know, thrifting and finding, you know, really good finds for like steals cost-wise, you know, minimal price, you'll find a lot of items that you have a sneaking suspicion are sterling silver, but have no sort of mark on them. And so then I need to just use my educated guess on being able to decide if it's worth making the purchase until I can get home and acid test things. This little teeny sort of choker bead necklace was one of those situations. It has a barrel twisting clasp, but you know, I don't honestly think I've ever seen a 925. Maybe you could tell me in the comments, but I have never seen, struggling with the focus, a 925 mark on any barrel twisting clasp ever. So, you know, sometimes these are situations where these might be homemade necklaces where someone's made them, and maybe that's why we don't, you know, have that. But this was extremely tarnished when I came across it, and I was pretty confident it was a sterling silver beaded necklace. I think, I don't know if this is some sort of bone here, but I don't really know what these circles are in there, or if maybe it had something in there that fell out. I can investigate if there's something I want to put in there, because it looked like it had some sort of circular something in there. I'm not quite sure. But this is how I found the necklace, except, of course, it was extremely tarnished. I took the gamble and have since tested it, and it is, in fact, sterling silver beaded used in there, because I only spent 99 cents on it. So I thought it was worth the gamble for that simple choker-style necklace. Okay, let me keep plugging along here. I haven't pulled out the earrings because they take longer for me to pull them out. I don't want to slow up the video, so I'm trying to, maybe when in my next haul video that I do the other half of this stuff, I'll already have the earrings on my, you know, in my view of my camera, that I don't have to take the time to pair them up. I don't want to waste your time or mine. Really, really nice, repetitive, possibly handmade necklace. I come across all these great necklaces with these, I think, natural stones, and I love finding these ones that have all these little birds. I love the little birds, and I believe that these are probably sterling silver beads in between. Not sure if these are, they're probably glass beads, I'm guessing, for those white ones or those cream ones. But again, a barrel clasp, again, possibly homemade. And I also paid 99 cents for that long necklace. It is, let me measure it for you. It is about 28, 29 inches long for that little birdie necklace. All right, let me just grab two more items and we'll kind of close out this video. I just don't want to keep you too long. Okay, so this was a really good find. I had in a bag because it's one of those cloth necklaces that I didn't want to, they get tangled up so easy that I didn't want to tangle it up. And I have to be really careful because I don't want to cut the actual necklace. So I paid more for this particular piece that I'm about to show you because it is a name brand necklace that we all recognize. It is a silpata necklace that I was able to find, you know, on the wall in my thrifting. It has a hang tag that is right there, the very recognizable same silpata hang tag. You know, a lot of their jewelry is used with, you know, precious metal materials, and this has got a 925 written on the clasp, on the lobster claw clasp. I'm trying to get it up here so you can see it. Probably won't focus for me because I want it to. Oh, goodness, it's going to make me crazy. Okay, it is extremely tarnished, but that does in fact say 925 right there. One of the things I also watched in my videos that I wanted to try to get better at is bringing items closer up to my camera so you could actually see them. I don't know if I'm going to be able to let you see that one. Maybe it's written on the other side. Maybe that's why I'm struggling. All I know is it is 925. I'm not going to waste another second. But it is a sort of knotted multi-strand used with actual cord, kind of sort of yarny cord, with a whole bunch of beads and shells that are wrapped in there throughout, coming down to, you know, the main part of the necklace here that had mother of pearl for sure with some natural stones. And I believe all of these accents are sterling silver. Silpata makes beautiful jewelry. And I paid a little bit more for that. Actually, you know what? I got that silpata necklace for half off of $3.99. So I'm thrilled to say that I only spent $2 on that. So that was, to me, a real find. Let me kind of bring all this back down in here so you can see it. So anyways, those are just some thrifting finds that I got in my last round of thrifting. Usually when I go, I have certain thrift stores that are favorites that are in certain areas of town. And so I find myself going to certain thrift stores because I know there's like 2 or 3 favorite ones that are on the east side of town or in the north side of town that are in the area that I happen to be that day. And that's kind of how my thrifting kind of happens. If this content is stuff that is of interest to you, please feel free to like and subscribe. I talked about in one of my first few videos how I was going to do a really good job of figuring out how to put like a subscribe button, but I haven't figured that out, and I'm not going to waste the time to put it in there because I believe you can just go out of it and just subscribe on my page, my Cherished Relics Boutique page, I guess. I'm sure there's a subscribe button right there at the YouTube video. I need to look, but you can try to subscribe. You know, let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you guys next time around. I don't know if any of you kept score. I'm curious how many times I use the word lovely. Hopefully not too many times. Thanks for joining me.